ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. Ooh, levitation spell ran out. Welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind, where we're in the tomb of Mordrin Hannin. If it's not called that, though. It's called Ibardad. The cave is called Ibardad, but it's effectively the tomb of Mordrin Hannin, where previously we killed everybody here and looted the place. However, unfortunately, I had to reload the game after the video ended, because I got back outside with Bill here, and I spoke to Bill, and I accidentally chose the option you should never, ever, ever choose in the dialogue here. I chose the tell me your level option, which causes him to go into an endless loop of telling me what level he is. And when that happens, you can't talk to him again or give him instructions or anything. It's totally bugged out. It happened once earlier in Volume 2 of the Let's Play. You may recall it. But I accidentally did that when I got outside, because I was genuinely curious what his level was and forgot that bug existed. And so I had to reload the game, and unfortunately that meant I had to do the whole freaking dungeon again off screen. So if things look a little bit different here, that'll be why. In fact, things are quite different, because if we go to companion share here, the treasure in the containers was slightly different this time, which is why Bill has a Daedric Claymore now. And, well, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to complain, because that's really good. That's a really good weapon for him to have. Really, really good. So, you know, there's that. I also remembered that Elidon's ward is in here. It's in the tomb. I'll show you where it was. If we go through... the other thing I discovered as well was that there's a side passage here. It's a fairly pointless side passage, but it exists nevertheless. It allows you to bypass going through the locked door, I suppose. But if you levitate over this is one of the reasons I love this game, because this exists here, and it's really difficult to spot, and you'd never find it, potentially, on the first playthrough. Like the tomb in Seydanin with the smugglers in it has a whole extra bit that's very carefully hidden away from view. But it brings you around into here, and there's a Daedroth in that corner. He seems to be guarding a potion that, honestly, I have no... It's just a potion. It has no value to me whatsoever. Do you know what? For completeness' sake, fine. Let's just go quickly kill him, and I'm over encumbered. Right, yeah, it's probably because I'm carrying this stupid shield. So Elidon's ward, it's a heavy shield, so it's useless to me, and it has a restore health cast when used thing on it, which is nice, I guess, but it weighs 30, and I guess I might give it to Bill. But when I went back in there and I saw it up on the wall hanging above the skeleton, I kind of thought to myself, do you know what? People have probably already screamed at me by this point for not getting it. I almost want to leave it there just to make them scream a bit more, because you may think it petty, folks, but I get a certain cathartic joy out of making the backseat gamers in the comments scream. It's one of those things that you can only truly appreciate if you are a Let's Player or a streamer yourself, but making backseaters whinge and scream and tear their eyeballs out is a peculiar joy. So I haven't uploaded this yet, but I'm sure by the time I did, there were tons of comments going, Elidon's ward, why didn't you pick it up? Oh! In spite of the fact that it's a largely useless artifact for my character, I will probably end up selling it to the Tribunal Museum eventually, if it's one of the items they'll take, and I think it is. I need something that boosts my strength right now. Where is the Amulet of Mighty Blows? There it is. And I'm going to pop this on. There we go. There we go, now you're dead. There is a chest here, I suppose. Night Eye exclusive. I mean, I won't say no to it, but Not sure that's meant to be like that. Let's go ahead and open this up. On Dulce's key! And avoid the trap. That looked like a nasty trap. Exquisite copper belt? Yeah. Ring of Lightning Bolt? Nah. take it because it's worth money. Darkest Darkness. Ancient Rusted Daedric Key. I suspect I no longer need that, but hey. Just re-equip this staff so I can move again. Anyway, you swim back through here. And then you go this way. And, well, here we are. Now, that's the direction we came the first time around. But there's that other passage down there. I didn't see it, mostly because it was too freaking dark when I came here last time. So, oh, sorry, I got it backwards. That is the normal entrance we came in via, and this is the way you go around to get to the tomb. So there you go. Anyway, it's a largely pointless side passage in honesty, but there it is. I have documented it. You know it exists now. I remembered it exists now. And if we go in here, Eliden's Ward is up on the wall there. So there you go. In case you were wondering, that's where it is. I'm not going to take these daggers. So yeah. I will give this shield to Bill, because I cannot be bothered to carry it. Unfortunately, Bill's too stupid to use the healing effect on it himself. Which is a damn shame. But never mind. I guess we can sell that Daedric shield I found for him. Unless, you know, I don't know. I don't know which is better, honestly. I'm assuming Eliden's Ward is probably better. Bill, I bring another gift for you. Enjoy. And yeah, he did equip it, so yeah, it is better. Alright then. Come along then. Let's get out of here. That detour well and truly done with. At last. And I can move without the staff now, which is good. Right. Ah, I told him to wait, and I forgot to tell him to follow me. I think. Yeah, he's still standing there. Right. Let's go. Come on. So there you are. We have Eliden's Ward for the sake of completeness, if nothing else. Because really all it does is provide you with a bit of extra armor, as far as we're concerned, and that's it. And yes, I am going to sell it to the museum, because eventually I plan to get you a full suit of Daedric armor, and that'll just look weird with it. So, yeah, that's getting sold to the museum one day. For probably an awful lot of money, too, because the museum in Mournhold pays huge, vast quantities of money for magical artifacts in this game. Way more than you can ever get from a trader, so... Unless, of course, Morrowind Rebirth has nerfed it. That is a distinct possibility. That could have happened. We'll find out one day, I suppose. Not that I'd mind terribly, because, I mean... To be fair, Tribunal is kind of endgame content anyway, so it didn't matter if you got that much money at that point. But it wouldn't surprise me if they nerfed it to make up for the fact that you can travel to Mournhold a lot earlier if you're an experienced player, and, you know, get your hands on a lot of the artifacts as an experienced player, and therefore, like, yeah, there are so many ways to break this game and get stupid quantities of cash early on. There really are. Some clan fears. Ashlander Shrine. Do we want to go check it out? We really don't have the carrying capacity, if I'm honest. We really don't. Do I need any more Grand Souls? I've got this one. That isn't currently... Did I forget to soul trap the Golden Saint when I went through there the second time? I think I must have done. Right, so we didn't soul trap that Golden Saint by the looks of things. When I went through there the second time after the dialogue screw up. Is there an Ogrim Titan around here somewhere? Hello? Any wing twilights? I require a higher level what are you? You're some sort of wizard. You're a Dremora, aren't you? You will unfortunately not do. Holy crap, my health. Help. Well, you're doing some work with that, I almost said katana then. No, it's a claymore. Let's heal companion up. God damn it. Come on! Oh no, wrong weapon. Wrong weapon. That was a well-timed kill there. He would have had me if he'd cast another spell. Is that worth casting? No, let's use an item. Okay, we're going to kill every single Daedra in this place, apparently. Now what? Oh boy. You're really making me burn through the potions on this one, aren't you? Whew. Some assistance would be required, minion. Thank you. How many of them are there? Holy crap. Oh, just give it a rest. Okay, I think we killed them all finally. Got anything good? No. I'll take your Daedra hearts, though. There's another entrance there. This place seems like it's absolutely no joke whatsoever. And yet not a single winged twilight. That just annoys me. Just takes the mickey, it does. Oh, another Daedric Claymore. Just, you know. In case you didn't have one already, I guess. I can't believe I'm leaving a Daedric Claymore behind, but I am. Right. Let's... Enemies nearby. Ugh. I'm not going to bother with this place. We don't have the carrying capacity for the loot, and the creatures inside are many and nasty, judging by the outside. And we leveled up as we were sitting here resting for a minute. Okay, let's take strength. Let's take intelligence, and let's take some more personality. There we go. That brings us to level 28, which is not bad at all. Something wants to kill us. Ah. Why am I ever encumbered? What have you done to me? Blackheart Blight. Ugh. Cure Blight Disease. That's better. Alright. Now then. Heal Companion. The reason I rested briefly for an hour there was to get my fatigue back so I could cast spells properly. Anyway. Yeah, we get you enough armor, you're going to be unstoppable. Unless we run into a mage or something. Right. Does anyone else want a piece of Fathis right now? Because apparently it's an all-you-can-eat buffet right at this moment. Jesus. There's another one down there. Enough is enough. If you've got no Winged Twilights or Ogrim Titans here, or Golden Saints, I'm not interested. It's amazing how close to this place that you guys live. What now? For heaven's sake. Alright then. Alright, now. This is very important, Bill. Act normal. Don't say anything. They'll never figure out you're a skeleton. It's very important they don't figure out you're a skeleton. Also, fog is setting in, apparently. We are returning to a slightly more classic Morrowind view distance here. Oh dear. What with that little escapade over? We have finally arrived at the Urshulaku camp. And immediately this guy's walking in the opposite direction to us. It's like, uh-oh. These guys look like they mean trouble. You come to talk? Then talk, Outlander. You want to speak to Silmatul? You want to speak to Nabani Mesa? Have they sent for you? No. If they have not sent for you, then you will not speak to them. You are an Outlander, and Silmatul is our chief, and Nibani Mesa is our wise woman. They will not speak to you. But, what if I got you a thoughtful gift? Do you want to offer me a gift, poor Outlander? Even these small things are a puzzle to you. Then bring me some trauma root for my larder. I am a hunter, and it is beneath my dignity to scrabble around in the dirt. But you, perhaps this is a task you can handle. Oh boy. These guys are trying my patience here. No, they've not sent for me. Maybe you should lie and say they have. I've already told them I didn't know. Trauma root. You find that all over the place, don't you? Except when you bloody need it, apparently. There's some over there I can see. Ah, here we go. Ugh. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, come on. There we go. Got you some bloody trauma root. Must be respectful, must be respectful, must be respectful. Where's he gone? There he is. There, here's your stinking trauma root. Well, Outlander, you are not proud, but you are courteous, and in an Outlander, that is not a thing to be despised. Very well, I accept your gift and thank you. Ugh. You're still not being very helpful, though, are you? Like, I might be an Outlander, but I'm really not that bad, honest. Just... You're an Outlander, and you wish to talk of the Nerevarine prophecies. You are polite and well-mannered for an Outlander, and I do not think you mean to give offense. But why should you care about the Nerevarine prophecies? What does an Outlander have to say to an Urshulaku over the Nerevarine prophecy? Let's tell him the truth. I think he'd appreciate the honesty. So, I fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies, and I wish to speak to Silmatul and Nibani Mesa. I do not believe what I'm hearing. You think you are the Nerevarine, and you wish to speak to them. You do not look like the Nerevarine, but you do not speak like a fool or a madman. This is a puzzle. I tell you, go speak with Zabamund in his yurt. He is a Gulakan, Silmatul's champion, and he will decide what is right. If Zabamund gives you permission, then you may enter the Ashkan's yurt and speak with Silmatul. Alright then. Progress. Zabamund's yurt. Here we go. Talk, Outlander. Speak with respect, and I will listen. Silmartil will not talk to you, Niban. Mesa will not talk to you. You have no standing amongst us, Outlander. But I believe I fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies. The Nerevarine prophecies are not for Outlanders. Why should Silmartil and Nibani Mesa speak to you about these things? Who are you that we should trust you? Tempted to boast of my worthy deeds just because of all the stuff we got up to with the what you call them? I'm having a brain fart here. The name of the tribe that I helped, Kaushtababi, that was it, and the guy we killed in the Zainab camp and stuff. But I think possibly we should be humble. Tell him all I've learned of the 6th house and the Nerevarine and ask humbly to speak to Silmartil. I would offer him the 200 gold, but I genuinely... How much gold do I even have at the moment? I can't check right now, so... Because I know that I spent an awful lot of it recently. So I don't actually know how much I've got on me. So let's be humble. These are not simple matters. You know a great deal more than I would have thought, and some of what you say is news to me. I believe you should speak to Silmartil. Perhaps he will be angry with me, but I think I can bear that. Go to the Ashkan's yurt and speak with Silmartil. Ask him your questions, and tell him I have sent you. Very well, thank you.
There is someone watching me, I can tell.
Yes, it's me and my definitely not a skeleton. Hello. Oh, I see you too are a wearer of the purple bubble of... I took that off, didn't I? I don't have a purple bubble right now. That won't do. Where's my purple bubble? Seriously, where did it go? Radazar's Veil, there we go. Aha! There we go. So, my champion Zabamund sent you to talk with me about the Nerevarine prophecies. Then go ahead, Father Sylvan. Talk. I am very curious. You think you fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies. You wish to be tested to see if you are the Nerevarine. No Outlander may join the Nerevarine cult. If you are a clan friend, an adopted member of the Ashlander tribes, then perhaps... I have an initiation rite in mind. If you pass this rite, I will adopt you as a clan friend of the Velothi. And then I will submit you to Nibani Mesa, our wise woman, who is skilled in oracles and mysteries, and who will test you against the prophecies. Go on, then. To be adopted into the tribe, you must undergo a harrowing. In a harrowing, you will be judged by the spirits and ancestors to see if you are worthy. Go to the Urshulaku burial caverns and fetch me Sul Senepul's bone-biter bow. Sul Senepul was my father, and his spirit guards his bone-mold longbow deep in the burial caverns. Return to me with this bow, and I will adopt you into the Velothi tribes as a clan friend. Fail the harrowing, and I shall not. So where are these burial caverns? The burial caverns lie to the south-southeast of the camp, a north-facing door in a little hill, halfway between us and the slopes of Red Mountain. Go north from this camp to the water, then turn east. At a rock cairn on the beach, turn and head straight south until you find the door. The spirits of our ancestors guard the caverns. They will attack and will kill you if they can. Force your way past them, or evade them. Get the bow, and return to prove your worthiness. Okay. Well, while I've got you here, how about we ask you about some stuff, like Zainab Camp? Yeah, it's just telling me how to get there. Your trade? I do not like to boast, but my people call me a champion, a noble warrior of the Ashlanders. I have the duty of protecting the honor of the tribe in peace and war. Morrowind lore? Our camps are small groups of portable huts we call yurts. A good chief gives, but he does not take, and he fights alongside his warriors, for it is easy to be brave from a distance. There is a prayer that the young Velothi warriors of Ursulaku often speak before their first battle. Make my enemy brave and strong, so that if defeated, I will not be ashamed. That's a stupid prayer. If Rathis has ever heard one, but he's not going to say that out loud, I'm sure. Tell him about my disturbing dreams. Am I an old woman that you should tell me these things? No, speak to a wise woman. Fair enough. What do you know about Bolvin Venom? Him I have heard of. He is the Ashkan of the great house Redoran, is he not? I have heard tales of his strength and courage in battle. He is called a great warrior, but I have also heard that he kills those he disagrees with, even those of his own people. If I have heard true, then he is a bad chief. The Redoran would largely seem to disagree with you on that point. They all seem to like him a lot, but maybe that's out of terror. I don't know. A little disappointed that you've heard of him and not heard of me, but okay, fine. Background. I am Sulmatul, the Ashkan of the Ursulaku tribe. My tribe still follows the true ways of the Velothi, unlike the settled peoples. Indeed. Rumors? They call them corpus beasts. They come from the Red Mountain. Once they were men, then blight storms come. They walk in the storms, they get sick, grow fat and stupid. Now they wander like mad beasts, killing and eating. Very, very bad. Right. That's about all there is to say, I guess. What about the Ursulaku in general? The Ursulaku are the Velothi of the northern Ashlands and the West Gash. I am the chief of the Ursulaku, warrior protector of the Nerevarine cult, and Nibani Mesa is our wise woman, a deep and shrewd counselor and seer of the Nerevarine cult. And I suppose we'll get to see here if I can bring back this bow for you, right?
What was that?
Very well. Here, go and do this fetch quest, so that you may be judged worthy and fine, whatever. This is what's the time? It's 5 PM. I don't know if they're actually going to let us sleep anywhere, to be honest. So perhaps we should press on through the night. I guess we'd better. So alright, we should go north and then east along the coast till we get to a cairn. That's the directions he gave me. So this quest is effective. Yeah, we're effectively off on our fetch quest now, and let's avoid the crabs maybe. You know, I can train my blunt weapon skill on you. Take that. Never mind. It is nevertheless an interesting dungeon at the very least. Bill, do your thing. Do your thing. It's an interesting quest. I don't want to spoil too much of it by talking about it. It's one I have a lot of memories of, mostly because I found it very difficult to actually find the bloody place when I was playing this back in the day. with vanilla graphics and no distant terrain or anything like that. Right, I think this is the rock cairn. Incidentally, this is also... This is playing this game was what taught me what a cairn was. Remember that at the time. I had no idea what a cairn was. I had to go look it up in a dictionary to find out what on earth the guy was talking about. Right, are you... You were running very slowly there for a minute. I was just wondering if you were bugged out, but apparently you're not. Okay. This shouldn't be too hard to find because we've got distant terrain and stuff. Much greater view distance than the original game. But, it was tricky to find back in the day. Hardest part of this quest was definitely just finding the darn place in the first place. I'll know it when I see it. Ah, this is it. And we've got a couple of Ashlanders here. Are you guys going to go mad and attack us, or are you just Shulk farmers? I think you're just Shulk farmers. Although, apparently you fancy picking a fight. That is unwise. Ah, look at that. It's all very gloomy, and then you've got the silhouette of the Dwemer ruins in the background. It's wonderful. And it's very dark in here, okay. Let's see if I can get by without using Night Eye spells. That is a chitin spear, and that's a mummy. We can get ash salts from these if we want to. I half expected the first time I ever came in here the mummies were going to come to life and attack me. They won't. But I did half expect it, I must admit. Alright. Wow, it is very dark in here. And something around here wants to kill us. This place is a lot spookier with darker dungeon mods, I must say. Something else wants us dead? Ah. Rat. Skeleton warrior. You are no match for my skeleton warrior. I kind of want to continue like this with the dark and just the lantern, because it's very, very atmospheric. Although I am a little concerned as to how easy this is going to be to watch on YouTube. But trust me, if you're watching this after the fact and it's incredibly dark and you can't see much, it's the exact same for me. Ah, going to need to levitate over this. Luckily, my stalwart companion here can also levitate, as we discovered, so... I mean, to be fair, a jump spell would also do the trick, I think, but... levitate's probably the better option for getting you across. Because you are an NPC, and therefore you are not acquainted with the concept of jumping. Karma Burial. Okay, oh, hello. I will stubbornly continue to use long blade, even though short blade's better for me. Ebony mace, valuable and yet very heavy as well. I do like the addition of bits of armor on a lot of the skeletons that the mods have added. Looks great. The fact that he looks like a really ancient long dead Ordinator. He's even armed with the correct weapon as well. It's great. I love it. Although I assume he's probably not an Ordinator. He's some sort of ancient Ashlander warrior. But maybe a very, very old one, and that's why he's wearing that kind of armor. Wow. Okay, it's really dark in here. Oh. What if I gave you a lantern? Would you use it? No. If I took away your shields? No. Alright. I suppose skeletons can probably see in the dark, can't they? Which is why the ones down here aren't carrying any torches. You can have that. I don't know why I'm carrying that, honestly. My memory is just like a sieve. I probably picked that up an episode ago and I just don't remember doing it. Heard someone drawing a mace there. Oh, my bad, it was an axe. More mummies. This time with a steel halberd. And you have a spear of light. Ah, we've reached the water. Can you water walk, Bill? That is the question. Don't want to sit around for ages here, so I'm just going to use this. He can. He is a skeleton of many talents. You can alternatively jump across these stepping stones, but... Oh, okay. With the mods, some of the mummies do come alive to attack you. That's pretty awesome, I've got to admit. These guys resurrect sometimes, don't they? I remember fighting some previously. Yep. They're effectively they're like Spriggans. I wonder if they'll stay dead after the third one. Seems like they are. So yeah, they are like Spriggans. Okay. I have to admit, I want to know what's in there. Is it unequipped one of my good rings doing that? No, Mentor's Ring and Dense Tagmas are still equipped. Good. Okay. I'll take that gold and I will go back to sleep. If we move away, will it... oh. Walking. It costs me 12 magicka to cast this. I don't have any items that can do it instead, do I? So I'm going to go through a lot of magicka otherwise. I suppose I could levitate over it with my Boots of the Apostle. That's always an option. Just don't want to go swimming in all this muck, you know? Oh. That's a good scroll. That's a very useful scroll. Note to self, these urns are worth checking. They do not just contain bone mold. Not bone mold, bone meal. Okay. Bill's running around like, oh my goodness, I can levitate. This is crazy. Bollocks. There goes another lantern. Where are you? At least I know where you are in the dark because you're the lighting on your helmet seems to have glitched out. Where the heck did the other lantern go? I gave it to you. God, I'm having a Captain Mannering moment here. I distinctly remember giving you the lantern. Yeah, I had to know where it's gone. That is annoying. This means I'm going to have to equip my Night Eye amulet. And one, that's annoying because it makes me remove my shield amulet. And two, it's annoying just because it means the lighting doesn't look nearly as atmospheric and awesome. It removes all the mystery when you just have Night Eye on. Oh well. I don't see any torches lying around, so we don't really have an option. So I'm really am being as blind as a bat, and it's just not. Hang on, maybe it's equipped on you. No, if it was equipped on you, it would still show up in here. What am I talking about? Ugh. I am a moron. Oh no, there it is. There it is. Bloody hell. Alright, classic case of Let's Player blindness there, folks. Apologies for that. Let's continue. It's the Laterus burial. Dear me. It's dark in here, okay? I couldn't tell if he had the... Oh dear, he's bugged out. Well, he's bugged out a bit. At least his movement speed is still relatively quick. It's dark in here and I couldn't see the lantern. Alright, that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. It's a bit brighter in here anyway. But yeah, note to self, stock up on more lanterns and torches and things. Not something I've had to use much previously because I always just used the Night Eye amulet all the time. But since using the shield amulet, I've discovered that the dungeons in this game are much nicer when they're actually dark. Ursulaku, Fragile Burial. Oh god, speaking of fragile. Idiot. We need to get you to fight something, don't we? So that you don't... So that you're not bugged anymore. Oh, there's a ghost over here, that'll do. Wonderful. And a couple of mummies that are all the way up there for some ridiculous reason. Oh, of course you could levitate up there and fight them, can't you? Until the spell runs out, anyway. Damn it. The other one's getting up now. And is he going to come down here? No, he's just kind of up there having a bit of a moment. Man, mummies are annoying. As it turns out. What the? Oh. Ambush! Is the fight finally won, or is he going to get up again? No, he's going to get up again. What do we got here? Fae Falcon. Enchant skill increased. Oh, good. Still, it's a pretty rare book. Unlike those. Oh, hey, look, if we walk around the edge, we don't go into the deep water. But also, I think there's a passageway down there. We'll check that out in a minute. And let's try walking to preserve our fatigue, shall we? Have we here? Another mummy, thankfully not of the resurrecting variety. Some skooma. Bone mold helm and a bone mold tower shield. You can keep those. You are welcome to them. A dead adventurer. Dwemercurus. Dwemer boots. Nordic trollbone left bracer. I'm going to try some of these out on Bill. And an iron viper cleaver. Blech. I'll have that though, and I will definitely have the master's lockpick. You're glitching out quite a bit at the minute, aren't you, mate? Right. Ah, very good. Interesting that you didn't equip the bracer, though. The Dwemer armor in this game does look a bit weird. You're looking exceptionally weird at the minute, mate. Let's dump that, because you're clearly not interested in wearing it. And the troll bone while we're at it, I suppose, as well. Whatever. At this point, I don't really care much how you look. Only that you are as impervious to damage as possible. Because having you die and me not having the carrying capacity to take all of your stuff back with me would be a massive pain. I can hear another one walking around here. In case you're wondering what that noise is, it's the sound of a skeleton walking very loudly somewhere. Right. This time, we unequip the travel lantern before we go diving into the water. And I'm going to finally relent and start using my stupid robes of alteration. Where are they? My robes of basically cheating because the spell effect did not exist in the original game. Which is why part of the reason I'm also loath to use them, because I really shouldn't have access to this. This is a mod's doing these robes of alteration. What I should be doing is resting, like Daggerfall style, before continuing. Like so. There we go. Now then, what was I after? Ah, yeah. Night Eye! Do you know what? We've not discovered yet whether or not skeletons can drown. They can certainly bloody disappear, though.